I wish I was coming to you with better news. I really don't like complaining about LEGO, if you could imagine that. I love LEGO. I love a lot of things about LEGO. It is something I have loved my entire life, and seeing it in a bad spot really makes me sad, and I don't like just making 100 videos complaining about LEGO's prices, or like 100 videos complaining about whatever, but it is so shocking how absolutely, like, insane LEGO is and has been recently. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about LEGO DC once more, and LEGO DC is a theme I don't really get to talk about much, because they aren't doing anything. LEGO DC is absolute garbage nowadays, like complete and utter garbage. And today I'm going to be talking about some new 2026 rumors that came out for LEGO DC and what those entail, because I really think LEGO is just messing with us at this point. Like, it is crazy. So as you all might know, James Gunn's Superman came out earlier this year in July, and it was a really good movie. And a lot of people were very upset that there were no sets to coincide with the Superman movie this year. And even though I was also upset about that, I think I gave LEGO more leeway than I really should have. Even if you were very excited about James Gunn's Superman, you also knew that James Gunn had to prove himself after how bad DC has been for the past few years. No question about it, DC has been in the gutter for the past decade or so. Because DC has been so bad for so long, it kind of made sense that LEGO didn't immediately jump on making Superman sets. I assumed that they were waiting for reception on the Superman movie to come out, then they could make sets and do whatever they wanted to, and that's what I continued to think. And Superman came out, it was a giant success, it is now done very well on digital. The movie is doing very well. Now that we have some rumors for DC sets in 2026, it has come out that not only are we not getting Superman sets seemingly next year, we are getting 3 Batmobiles next year. Yes, I kid you not, we are getting 3 Batmobiles. The exact same time, 3 Batmobiles are just going to drop in March of 2026. Now, we know what 2 of these Batmobiles are going to be. One of them is going to be based on the Batman movie, which is cool, sure, but we already got that. We got that in 2022. Do we really need a new one? Do we really need a new The Batman Batmobile? I really don't think so. And also, we're getting a Batmobile based off Batman vs. Superman. Like, what? If you don't know, Batman vs. Superman is a movie that is very controversial. It really disappointed a lot of DC's core audience, and yeah, sure, there's people who like the movie. I'm not here to complain about that specifically, but it is kind of crazy that we are getting a Snyderverse set with Superman, allegedly, before we got any sets for David Cornsweat's Superman. Like, what? After seeing how successful Superman was, I think now is the perfect time to just start making some Superman sets. Let's get Mr. Terrific. Let's get all of these characters. Let's get Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor. Let's get all of these cool characters that we really need. But no, absolutely not. We cannot have good things. It's like we're just gonna get a million Batman sets. I guess Superman didn't have enough Batman for LEGO to make sets based off it, because that's all LEGO ever does anymore. We did get one Superman set. Well, it wasn't based off the movie, it was comic based, but it was a Superman adjacent set this year. And even though it was a, let's be honest, pretty crappy mech that wasn't all that good, it is just a crap mech. Like, let's be honest, it is just self-wear. It is just sitting on my shelf. It is just not a good set. That set is right now on back order. At least in the United States, it is on back order on LEGO's website. There is demand for new Superman stuff. I would argue Superman hasn't been this popular 2-3 decades. Superman is more popular now than it's ever been. And you might be saying, maybe it's still too early for LEGO to make sets based off this, maybe we need to wait even longer. You know, we ended up waiting a long time for Spider-Verse stuff, which just started coming out this year, maybe we have to wait another year. Well, that means that we'd be getting sets based off the first Superman movie by the time or after Superman 2 comes out. Like, we cannot be doing that, okay? Like, we could figure out a different way to do that. Even if you're too scared to make sets based off the movie, do some indirect tie-in sets, show Mr. Terrific in a set, show Guy Gardner in a set, who cares? Just do something that isn't just 3 Batmobiles. Now you might be saying that the Batmobiles are to coincide with the new game, Legacy of the Dark Knight, releasing in allegedly the first half of 2026. And that explains the Batman Batmobile, because that version of the Batmobile was in the files and was shown in the trailer for Legacy of the Dark Knight. But I'm pretty sure they confirmed that Batman vs Superman was not going to be in that game, so they're just making that set for the hell of it. Like, they're just making that set because they want to. It's not even like Batman vs Superman is a popular movie at this point. Nobody cares about it at this point. Nobody has watched that movie in so long at this point. Who is gonna buy that? I cannot imagine it selling well. Like, what is going on? The only other thing that I could think about that could possibly, like, relate to LEGO not doing sets based off Superman is maybe because of the Peacemaker stuff. Now, spoilers for Peacemaker Season 2, skip to this timestamp if you don't want to hear anything about that or you haven't watched it yet. Towards the end of Peacemaker Season 2, it's revealed that the alternate dimension is a dimension where the Nazis won, and there's a swastika on the American flag, whoa! And, you know, that was scary enough for Fortnite to pull the Peacemaker emote. Because, yeah, bad. I mean, I think we all know that Nazis are bad, but, like, it's not like LEGO has reservations about not making Nazis. They made an entire theme where Nazis were the villains. Did we all just forget about Indiana Jones? They made a set based off a vehicle which in-universe has a swastika on it. Like, it's kind of crazy. And plus, Peacemaker barely has anything to do with Superman. Right, okay, he showed up in Superman for like a few seconds, but that doesn't have anything to do with the alternate universe of the swastikas. It doesn't make any sense. At this point, either LEGO has a fundamental issue with how they make their sets and they need to fix it, or maybe they just don't want to. Maybe they just don't want to. They just don't want to make Superman sets for whatever reason. There's someone there doesn't like Superman and they don't want to make Superman sets, even though I would argue, as of right now, 2025, Superman may just be more popular right now than Batman. You know, Batman is still extremely popular, don't get me wrong, but the Superman hype is at a high right now. Not to mention with Supergirl and Man of Tomorrow on the horizon, I feel like we're going to be getting a lot more Superman hype, and that Superman hype is going to continue. You know, I love LEGO DC. I love LEGO Batman. I was just replaying LEGO Batman. I love LEGO Batman. But I am so tired of everything DC makes being Batman. I don't want more Batman. Even though the Arkham Asylum set was cool, and I do like that set. Like, Daily Planet. Hello, Daily Planet. Right there. Just please do something that's not Batman. This video isn't really structured. It's not really structured at all. This is more just kind of a unhinged rant because I think LEGO DC is truly the worst LEGO theme out right now, or at least the least interesting LEGO theme and least creative LEGO theme. It really brings nothing to the table, and that sucks. Like, if you showed, like, me when I was a child who loved LEGO DC, one of my favorite LEGO sets when I was a kid was a LEGO Superman set. If you showed her that the state of LEGO DC right now, she would be in shambles, okay? She would be in such shambles because I loved LEGO DC. I still do love LEGO DC, and I want to see LEGO DC succeed. But right now, it really isn't. That's all I really have for this video. I just wanted to rant about this for a little bit. I hope LEGO DC gets better. New game looks cool. New LEGO Batman game looks cool. Honestly, I'm tired. I just want cool things from LEGO. Is that too much to ask? Is that really too much to ask for just some cool stuff? That's all I got for this video. See you all next time. Bye bye.